Hello girls, it's Meredith Gaston here. I have the absolute pleasure of speaking to you today from my garden. Ideally we were going to be together on wellness retreat, but this year life looks quite different. And I'm still here with a very warm embrace of joy and inspiration for you, this time coming from the Sunshine Coast, and just really wanting to connect with you to wish you peace and wellness and vitality at this time and always, but also just to focus a little bit on the different situation in which you find yourselves this year in Year 10. Obviously, the world is in a great time of flux and change, and it can be very easy during times like this to focus on all the things that we're missing out on. It's a very natural feeling to experience disappointment and to also just, be a little bit uneasy in the face of uncertainty. And I'm sharing these feelings with you, and I'd like to acknowledge those feelings that you are having, no doubt. Maybe some days you feel a little bit lighter and some days things feel a bit harder. Maybe there are moments of connection with friends and teachers online in a community that feel really good, and maybe at other times it feels a bit clunky and difficult to manage and just a bit odd. So in acknowledgement of all of those realities right now, I'm just here to speak to you and to let you know that I'm thinking of you, and that this year is going to be a really amazing year for you. Even though right now it might feel a bit strange, it's a really important time to realize that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to be experiencing something that's really never happened before on earth. And you will never forget that at this time in your lives, you are in Year 10, is as part of a group, as part of a cohort, experiencing something truly unique. So I encourage you to remember that and to realize that it's actually a very special time for you to be alive on earth and also to be experiencing this kind of reality. So consider it a sort of a journey, and don't let the uncertainty of it all dampen your sparkle, because you're here to shine, you're here to embrace change, even if sometimes that's a bit tricky, but to accept that with the flow of life that is by nature unpredictable and spontaneous, that there will be moments in which you are called to use your innovation, your intuition, your inner strength, your perseverance and your courage to rise up and take something on as a bit of a challenge. So what can you do at this point in time to look after yourself, to care for yourself, to really also be aware of the fact that this is a collective experience? How can you reach out to your fellow students? How can you reach out to your teachers? And to connect and use this as a shared experience in a special time to really reprioritize and see what matters most in life. Because let's face it, we were running at 1,000,000 miles an hour, all of us, and this COVID-19 situation has brought us to a grinding halt, and it's also re-centered us back into our homes and into the networks of our families to nurture those relationships and to be very present to those relationships. So how can we look at the framework that we have in our lives on the home front and be more present to that? How can we slow down our busy lives and our busy thoughts and use this time as a gift to come back to center, to come back to our inner world, to practice mindfulness, to take this as a breathing space that none of us could ever have expected, but an opportunity to rest, to breathe, to recalibrate, to journal, to come back to gratitude, to count our blessings, because on any given day when so many things may feel topsy-turvy, the most wonderful ever available thing that we can do is refocus our gratitude and think of simply 3 things for which we can be grateful right now. And I encourage you girls to do that today, just to, even if after this presentation you're able to take a pen and put it on a piece of paper and jot 3 things down for which you feel grateful. Your list might extend beyond 3 things, in which case I say keep going. Just really bring your thoughts back to center and bring some perspective back into your day to day as you consider what this time might be able to bring to you, and also to your well-being goals. So maybe this year you had a well-being goal that maybe you wanted to learn meditation, maybe you wanted to do a little bit more reading, maybe you wanted to nurture deeper relationships with your friends. How can you do this at this time? Because there are so many things that you can be doing right now. Yes, there are many things that all of us can't be doing, but there are many things that we can. And it's our time to look at those special things and to bring our attention to them. So this is going to be an amazing year for you. We've had a bumpy little ride, but here we are together in this moment, I encourage you to practice kindness and compassion, not only for yourself, but for one another. And also to practice patience and also creativity in the face of change and uncertainty. You know, how can you be exploring your creativity in wonderful ways? It might be using your hands, colouring in, writing, drawing, creating, cooking. Or it might be using your creativity in different ways to innovate around ways that you can change the world, that you can bring your own sparkle to the world, because that is what you are here to do, it's what you were born to do. So I'm just wanting to wish you all the very best from my heart today, and a rainbow of sunshine from my garden into your heart, into your home, into your space. And I wish you all the very, very best as this year continues. The little pitter-patter in the background is my puppy dog. He's just having a little potter in the garden. The sun is shining here today, butterflies in the air. I'm really grateful to be outside and to have my feet in the grass. I hope that you might be able to take some time outside today too. And if you happen to have any questions or you'd like to connect, you can reach me via social media at Meredith Gaston or at www.meredithgaston.com. You can also find my books broadly available, and they're brimming with inspiration and with meditations, visualizations, beautiful recipes, quotations. I welcome you to explore these books if that's something that you might like to do, and I welcome any questions you may have. So thank you so much for your time, and all the very best from me. Take care and be well.